Well, my friends, you guys all really like that Hirschfelden video that I made here a few weeks ago, where I literally kind of just went for a casual hunt and talked about how I was doing it. Using the method explained in that video, you could shoot hundreds and hundreds of animals, just find more animals in general, and possibly even find some trophies. So I figured, a lot of the comments in that video, actually 99% of them wanted me to make another one of these kind of map guide videos. And I figured, what better map than the other free map that everybody has, LAYTON Lakes, and then from that point, we'll continue on to other maps, and depending on how this video performs, I probably will make another one. So actually, in this video, guys, I'm going to be teaching you two different methods that I really like to use here in LAYTON just for running around in my own map and casual hunting, and one of them you can even do in multiplayer, but this first one I'm going to teach you guys is probably going to be best done in your own map. So without further ado, guys, if you are excited for today's video, please let me know down below by smashing that like button and subscribing. As a 16-year-old content creator, my goal by the end of 2026 is 50,000 subscribers. We're on track to beat that goal. And last but not least, I do have quite a bad cold going on right now, so if I sound a little bit different, just work with me. Much love to you guys, much love to the Squid Gang. Without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive right into it. So the very first method that I'm going to be teaching you guys here today is a method that utilizes the game feeder DLCs. DLCs, plural there. We have two now. And what DLC you choose and what feeders that you decide to place, frankly, is 100% up to you. But I'm going to show you the locations that I have mine in here in just a second. I'm stalking up on a male gobbler right now. Got some whitetail out there. If you're more of a deer hunter, ooh, that's a really nice one. Then feeders like these ones here, the post feeder, are going to be much more usable for you. I currently have the fortified pellet mix inside of there, and it's attracting blacktail deer as you've seen at the beginning of the video. There will be whitetail out there, moose, but it doesn't attract those predator species, like the coyotes that are here. If I wanted to hunt black bears at feeders, it doesn't attract black bears. Now we're going to talk about which feeders you should use for them here in just a second, but I think, let's hope that turkey I was tracking isn't a diamond or anything. I think I'm going to take this really nice buck here as soon as he picks up his head. Yoink, get down. Might as well drop that one as well. And the time that I'm hunting these feeders at, and you'll see why here in just a second, is 6 a.m. I always set the time to 6 a.m. Actually, I believe that's the exact same time that I set it to in the last video, which is just a coincidence. Whitetail are feeding, moose are feeding, blacktail are feeding. There's just so many animals feeding. If you copy my feeder setup, especially with the post feeders, you will find hundreds, and I mean hundreds, of moose and deer species. Now, you can copy my setup as well with, I believe, the scent tube feeder. I might have to go look in the codex here in a second. If it's not the scent tube feeder, it would be the hanging carcass feeder to attract black bears. I'll try to overlay something on screen for you guys right now that tells you what feeder it is. I have not tried hunting bears with the feeders yet. But not only can you hunt black bears here in LAYTON with the feeders, you can also hunt coyotes. And I know those are for 100% sure with the scent tube feeders. And oh my goodness, guys. Coyotes are already kind of a pain to hunt in this map. Even in like this area that I'm in right now, sometimes I'll see coyote tracks or something. Anywhere that you've ever seen a sign of a coyote, and this can be poop from a very long time ago. If you see a sign of a coyote, place a feeder nearby, come back, and I kid you not, from what I've seen, there's usually like 20 of them. Apparently, they're extremely attracted to the feeders, thus making LAYTON Lakes an amazing map for the feeders. Now, the way that I'm set up is with tents and tripods, and I kind of just jump in between them, and I shoot the moose and whitetail, and, if a great one respawns, cool, otherwise it's something for me to do. But as you can see here, we got, he knows I'm here, couple decent bucks out there. I do shoot this zone very consistently, so they're just constantly being flushed in and out of here. So I didn't expect anything too massive to be here, but I mean, even we got a couple decent bucks in here. I wasn't able to get that second big one, but I got the spike that was standing behind him. Usually, yeah, there's a bear out there drinking. Guarantee if I spot some mers around here, there will be a turkey. There's just so many opportunities, and not only are these feeders amazing just for the actual attracting animals, but all around it, you'll also find other things, like those whitetail on the way here. I was stalking a turkey on the way here. Decided to go in another direction, but my point being, this is an amazing way to find animals. Got mallards up there, it's constant. It really is constant. And also, I believe these ones that I'm using with the fortified pellet mix, I do believe they will attract the rabbits in this map, the jackrabbits. So mind you that as well. Now, if you don't have the feeder DLC and you don't want to use the feeders, just give me 1 second. Hang around here just for a little bit. I am just going to hunt around for a minute and show you how cool they can be, as this is kind of a casual hunt slash guide video. I want to shoot some animals. I'm feeling it this morning, bro. And then we're going to talk about another very, very easy way to turn this map into an absolute gold mine, which is pretty straightforward. It's pretty much just as easy as the Hirschfelden method, which dang near is run in a straight line with a few guidelines. Yep, I can confirm I spooked them, but these feeders do in fact attract the white-tailed jackrabbits. And another thing I was going to say, if you're looking for just like a consistent way, not really to grind, but just to hunt your species on your map and maybe get a great one, get more diamonds, possibilities for super rare, things like that, this method with, no herd management, you're pretty much just placing down feeders and going for it. Next shot here. Let's freaking go. This is going to be a really, really good way to do it without having to worry about much. You don't got to herd manage. They've been super consistent for me, and I've been shooting these Layton zones or Layton setups or whatever you want to say since the feeders came out. Never had any issues with respawns, nor have I with pretty much any of my feeder grinds. I've had issues with inconsistency, just the animals showing up in general, but that doesn't seem to be much of a problem here in Layton. It's mainly the tar grind and my fox grind. But in conclusion, I mean, this is an amazing, amazing idea. Not only with the post feeders, like I said, but experiment with other feeders, see what works for you. I will definitely in my own time be moving these things around and testing some things. Definitely going to try to place a few down that'll attract black bears and coyotes. I'd like to see how those are. But yeah, strong suggestion. Even if you don't want to buy both feeder DLCs, buy the one that you think would be better for you. The DLC 2 is more for the predators. DLC 1 is more for the deer. Okay guys, so this next method here today is my personal favorite way to hunt Layton Lakes. It is so much fun to do. It's a little bit slower paced than the last method. I wouldn't say less consistent, but there's just not going to be as much guaranteed animals, because with the feeders, you got guaranteed animals in the same location pretty much every single time. But look, we already got whitetail out here. They're probably just leaving my feeder that's over there, but 2 really, really nice bucks. I mean, immediately, bro. I haven't even started to talk about the method yet. So let me just grab this guy real quick. Yoink, get down. But anyways, for this method, you guys have 2 different time options. You can either set it to 6 a.m. or 9 a.m. I think it was 9 a.m., right? Yes, 9 a.m. I wanted to say 8 a.m. Starting with the 9 a.m., the reason that I say 9 a.m. is because whitetail drink from 8 until 12, so that's 1 hour into their drink time. That herd that I just shot that buck from obviously wasn't drinking, but they were leaving the feeder and going to their drink zone. And obviously to go to their drink zone, well, they're going to have to walk along the water's edge. So you're going to find an absolute crap ton of whitetail doing this method here at 9 a.m. And what I would suggest that you do is go to this outpost here, set it to about 9 a.m. and just drop a waypoint on the top of the river. Run the entire thing. Might take you an hour or 2, but I do it all the time. It is amazing. It is completely and totally mind-blowing how many animals you will find doing this. Especially if you set it to like closer to 10 a.m., 11 a.m. If you set it to 11 a.m., that's only going to give you 1 in-game hour. So it's going to give you less time to run. But, I mean, carry tents on you. You can place down a tent at any point and reset the time and just continue on with your run. And just do it over and over and over again. Eventually, as long as you keep shooting and claiming males, you will spawn a great one. That's just the way the game works. It might take you a while, but pretty much any grind takes a while. You also have another option, or 2 more options technically. Once you get up to this corner here, you can turn right in this high lake area all the way up to this intersection here, or this corner here, whatever you want to say. This high lake chunk is the best area on the entire map for whitetail in my personal opinion. They are everywhere in there. There's so many in there that I only have 2 zones, and the reason for that is because I deleted all the rest of them from shooting them so much. This ball mount area is also extremely good for whitetail. The only thing about hunting this area is it's quite thick. You can also experiment with different time sets. I would be careful though, you really want to know what you're doing, because some people will set it to like 1 o'clock in the afternoon and they'll run these rivers and they will just be dead. They will not find anything and they'll say Layton's a terrible map and they'll end up not hunting it again. Just like Hirschfelden. Everybody hates Hirschfelden. Set it to 6 a.m. and run through the fields. It's at the level of Silver Ridge Peaks how consistent the animals are. If not more consistent. Now that's saying something. I wouldn't say more consistent by any means, but I don't know, man. It really might be pretty close. Go watch my guide I made on Hirschfelden if you're not really into that map and you're willing to give it a chance. Whoa, 273. Holy crap, dude. That is a monster That might be a diamond level 2. I can't tell from here. I can't tell. I don't think so, but it might be. Creepers, creepers. See, I didn't even know that this guy was here. What else do we got in there? Another decent buck there. Another decent buck there. Oh my goodness. That is insane. This little guy here just running from me. Might as well yoink him. That's a couple $100 and, well, a male jackrabbit. I will definitely take that. Nice little 3.61 there. $300 added to my bank account. $300 is $300, man. Something to shoot, too. Look at this, guys. Like I said, it's early in their drink time. We got another whitetail buck coming down to the river source here, or the water source. Sorry, your boy is focusing. Next shot. Dang it. I tried to, like, lead it and maybe get a next shot. Okay, he's not a giant by any means, but I mean, that's still could have been something to shoot if I was more patient. And it's constant, man. It really is. Especially if you set it a little bit later, or when you reset the time to 9, here I should tell you guys this, leave the game and come back in. Don't fully leave the game, you don't gotta do all that. Just go back to main menu, let's go to system, exit to main menu, and come back in. I forgot to do it, but what that does is it gets everything nice and reset, and any animals that weren't already at their drink time, which wouldn't be possible if the time was initially after or before 9 AM, they'll automatically be teleported into their drink zones when you load the game back in. So it pretty much just refreshes everything and speeds the whole process up. We use that exact same trick in Great One grinding pretty much every single day. Now I doubt I'm going to be able to get a good look at this thing's rack here in these reeds, but okay, just a gold. 239 there. Yeah, definitely not wide enough. The tip to tip is way too touchy. Not enough circumference either. Definitely not. Tines are extremely thin. Still a very nice buck that I really shouldn't have got there. I messed that up for sure. I knew I was far back with that. But nonetheless, though, I mean, very nice buck. Almost max weight. Just like that, literally. I mean, 10 minutes worth of hunting. Crazy, man. It's crazy. Now, your other option is to come up here into the northernmost regions of Layton Lakes, kind of in this northern bridge region here. Even a little bit further south if you wanted to, but mainly just this chunk of the river here, and set the time to 6 AM. And the reason you want to do that is because elk drink from 4 to 8, and also black bears drink from 4 to 8. And what else happens around that 6 o'clock time period? Blacktail are feeding. You're going to see turkeys, you're going to see rabbits feeding. I mean, there's going to be a lot of animals, and look what Squid's doing. His brain's actually working, and I'm remembering main menu, so we should see a lot more animals. And literally, when you spawn in, make sure you got your good loadout on you. Just pull open your map, drop a waypoint, and run for it. That's literally it. Once you make it to the water source, pick up or pick down. A lot of these lakes, like if I jump up here to this one real quick, a lot of these lakes are absolutely loaded with Manitoban elk. Now I'll go ahead and toss a hotspot map up on screen for you guys right now that'll show you exactly where to find Roosevelt elk here in Layton Lakes. I do have a hotspot map for every single species and every single map in the entire game, kindly provided by my good friend ProXCK over in my Discord server. I will leave the link to that down below in the description. So if I can, sun coming up here, I mean, this is just so enjoyable, dude. I set the time to 6 AM literally like 2 minutes ago, IRL. Immediately, just immediately action. Some people say it takes them forever to find animals here in Layton. It's just one of those maps, you know. Methods will make it so enjoyable. And I'll kind of wrap the video by saying this. If you want a specific trophy of a specific species, this is exactly what I would suggest that you do. Join my Discord server, find a hotspot map of that species, decide whether to hunt it at its feed time, at a feeder, or at its drink time. If the hotspot map has a drink time on it and highlighted water sources, I would suggest that you hunt the drink time even over the feeders, because of the fact that you're going to be able to check your entire population using their drink time. Now, what you're going to need to do is set it to their drink time. We're going to use elk here for an example. Set it to about 6 AM for elk, and hit each and every highlighted water source on the hotspot map over and over again until eventually you've hit every single highlighted water source. Yes, this is going to take you a long time. Obviously, you can't do this in one time reset. You're going to have to reset the time several times, but you can shoot in the meantime. Every single time you see a male Manitoban elk, you can shoot it and claim it. You can shoot females if you want to. Maybe you'll get a rare female to respawn. If there isn't a trophy on your map right now, and there's a high chance that there is, at least a rare, maybe a diamond, or at least a troll on your map at a bare minimum, by shooting and claiming males that entire time, as you're running around and looking for trophies that might initially be on your map, every single time you shoot and claim a male, that's a chance a diamond can respawn. And as someone who's spawned over 1,100 diamonds in my 8 years of playing this game, spawning a diamond is not that difficult of a thing to do. Usually you can spawn a diamond in under 100 kills, with no herd management or anything. Sometimes, I mean, I've gone 300, 400 black bear kills without a diamond. I typically don't herd manage, but my black bear grind is slightly herd managed. It's all RNG. Shoot, I've spawned a great one in 2 kills before, but yet I've had a 30,000 kill grind. Great ones definitely spawn way differently than diamonds do, but you get the point. They all spawn off of a system called RNG, and I actually have a video on RNG coming this week where I go into depth and explain how it works, so stay tuned for that. But if you guys found today's video helpful in any way, shape, or form, it would be very, very much appreciated if you guys could go down there, hit that like button, and subscribe. And you know, I kind of want to make more of these videos. I really want to make more of these videos, especially just kind of geared towards those more beginner players. Not even necessarily beginner players, just people who are more slow-paced hunters. People who don't want to grind like crazy, but still want to have options at shooting a ton of animals, more trophies, and just want to know how to do these methods that I personally use when I'm not great one grinding to just go run through some of these maps. I'm not the type of person to gatekeep information. I'm the type of person to publicize it. So if there's another map that you guys want me to do this in, I pretty much have a method for every single map. If I don't have a method for a map for whatever reason, I will make one. I will hunt the map for a few hours and try to figure out the best way to hunt the map. But for all the maps pretty much besides Yukon Valley or Rancho, I have extremely detailed methods for them. Some of them new, some of them old, some of them you might know what they are, some of them you might not know what they are. Like I said, once again, just let me know down below. As always, my name is Squid. You guys are watching Squidster Gaming. Oh, geez, oh Pete's. She about killed me. And without further ado, we'll catch you guys in the next banger. Peace out, my gamers.